Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Gelderland. I wonder if I can get out of this field if I towing the header from this point. There's only one way to find out. Put you there and lower you down. So I've got a few mods at the moment. We've got a few factories built that we can take some of these crops and we can put into. We can process them so that we'll be able to make more money out of the items that we sell after they've been processed. Let's put you over there like that. Right. Some of the stuff that we harvest, we will want to sell just as it is and not process it. I've got lots of potatoes in the pig food thing at the moment. There's a lot of potatoes in there, and I'm kind of torn on whether I misjudged that very badly. With the potatoes, I'm a little bit torn as to whether we should keep them ready for when we do get the pigs, or if I should just wait. Because I got potatoes growing this year, and I kind of like the idea of having a few more potatoes. If you see something that is clearly many, many, many tons in weight bearing down on you, it's probably a good idea to wait at the junction and not just drive out in front of me, you moron. Excuse me? It's okay. I'm calm. Everything is fine. No problems. No issues. No issues. Everything is fine. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing at all. Just smile and wave. Smile and wave. Grain mill. So which one is the grain mill? Oh, I think the grain mill is that one over there. I was wondering whether it would be this one here or the one over that side. And I do believe it is this one over here. Because that's the oils one there. Which is where we'll put sunflowers if we do get sunflowers. So I think it's this one right here. And I'm hoping I can just do it like this. Yes! Ha-ha! Fantastic. Right. Barley is going in there at a tremendous rate of knots. The other thing that I do need to do is make a slight modification to some of these. Although I think that's the base game one. Because they only hold 30,000 litres each, which is not enough by my standards. I want them to hold millions of litres so that I can make millions of euros. If we go and take a look at this one, it only holds 30,000 litres. Well, 30,000 of those two. Oh, it does hold 60,000 litres of oat and of corn as well. So now that I've got the honey, once the oats is ready to harvest, we can get the corn as well. We can bring that in, and then we can start making cereal. Now, it says 7,000 litres there on the spawn. That's because it's 1,000 litres per pallet. It's actually going to be a lot more than that. It's 5,000 litres per pallet. At least I'm hoping. The chocolate muesli one, unfortunately, is going to be different because that's chocolate muesli. That just says cereal on there. And that says cereal. Ooh. Does that mean that even though I'm putting all of this stuff in, I'm still only going to get cereal coming out instead of chocolate muesli? I don't know. But this one has run out of milk, so I need to go and put a little bit of moo juice into there so that we've got the right stuff. This one here is 1,000 litres. That is 1,000 litres. That is 1,000. There's cheese there at 1,000 litres. Butter and butter. Right, so I got 5 lots of butter and 1 lot of cheese. I have cheese being stored and I have butter being stored. The problem I've got at the moment is that the bakery does require butter but not cheese. And now that I've gone and mixed them up, I'll tell you what I can do. I can just go here and I can pick that one up. And I can place that one just over here for a minute so that it's out of the way, and then we have another one spawn in here. This one is 1,000 litres, so I'm not sure if it's because this is a mod. It's not going to give us the 5,000 litre pallets. So it might not. I mean, some of them don't. It did specifically say it was production for the base game ones, so like, if I use any of the different factories, we may not be getting the 5,000 litre bits, but that's fine. We don't really mind about that. I've got trailers and everything that I can... Why can't I get into the combine? Let me in! Right. That one can go there. I'll let that one fold up. And I just want to go in here, and we want to start turning barley into flour. Right there. So, start that one and activate there. Right. That is now turning barley into flour, which is fantastic. And then you, right here, fold that combine up. We're going to be using it again in, well, just tomorrow, actually, I suspect. It will have everything else starting to ripen in the field, which is going to be fantastic. But I'm just going to bring you over here and stop you right there a second, and let's just wash it off. There we go. Fantastic. That's everything that I want to do at the moment. Oh, except move the... Oh, I want to move the butter, and I also want to move the other stuff. Now, I've got this lorry with a huge, great big trailer on. I've got another big trailer parked up over there. But what I'm thinking is it might be useful to have a smaller vehicle that we can use to shunt around the yards to just move a few pallets from one spot to the other so that we're not having to use the huge, great big thing all the time. Now, this one holds 60,000 litres. So let's go back over to here and fill that bad boy up. Like that. There's no advantage to putting straw into the cows straight away. I love this thing. This thing is really cool. It's nice and fast as well. It's 185 top speed. Look at that. Look at it go! 80, 90. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, just if this offends you, the other way. Actually, to be honest, if that offended you, this is probably not the serious view in the first place. Just saying. I'm just going to bring the milk over here because I don't believe I need milk anywhere else. There's the industrial. Well, I've already put milk in that one, so I don't need to put any more milk there. So all the milk is going to go into here. This one holds 100,000 litres of milk. So if I go over here and I press I... Wait, what? Oh, that's why. I need to get further enough over to have it unloading. So now I'm thinking that I'd like to have a small trailer that we can use to unload this, or a small vehicle. And first and foremost, I was thinking, well, actually, what we could do is we could go with these trucks right here and go with the... Because we got the three options, right? That's a fairly big truck there. Once he loads, there we go. That is a fair-sized one. This, I think, will hold 30 pallets. This is the little dinky one, and I think this one is a 16-pallet beast. And then we have the middle one. Now, this is 172,000. 182,000. Bigger engine, 500 horsepower. 192,000. Different wheels. Nokian off-roads. Trelleborg tractor wheels. Go with the Nokians again. I really like those. 193,800 was actually 194,000. We've got the only logo. So there's different logos that we can have. Agra Team. That's the people that made it, which is really cool. Voralpen, Thuringen, Sudhammen, Schwarzingen. I'm assuming that this is regions in Germany, is it? Wait. Nordfriesland. That's to do with Frisians, Holstein Frisians, Frisians and Friesland. We'll go with that because it's to do with the Friesian. You can and the cows on there and everything. So yeah, I'm going to do that. The logo doesn't actually cost any money, and then if I go with this one, I got a lot of pink stuff at the moment. Let's go with a different color. Beautiful. Rim color. Nope. Fantastic. Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. That is 195,000 euros, which is going to leave me with 40,000 euros, which is not a lot, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because why not? And we need it. We need it to be able to move these 7 pallets. I mean, ignore the fact that I can pick the pallet up and I can manually walk it over to the bakery like that. Right? Ignore the fact that I can do that. We need the lorry because I might get a bad back. No, I don't want a bad back. I will be honest with you. Having a bad back is not something that appeals to me personally. So I'm going to whiz you around like that. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to go... No, I don't want to go into there. I want to go into here. And I'm going to go up to dairy. So I've got... Butter is being made, and that is... the cheese is 5,000 litres on... and spawn as well. So it produces X amount, and then it will spawn it out once it's produced the quantity. And the butter is... different. So I'm going to change the output. I don't want to sell it straight away. I'm just going to have the distributing. Spawn, sell, distribute is your different options. So this one right here, I'm going to have it store the cheese internally at the moment. So it'd be better to store the butter. I don't want to mix them up. Although, actually, it's not going to matter if I mix them up, is it? The reason I didn't want to mix them up is because I want to just be able to pick up the butter and move that, and then I wanted to be able to pick up the cheese and move that. And I'm actually thinking that maybe I'd be better off if I had some different, 2 different dairies for it. Because the cheese is to make a little bit of money, and we are supposed to be making cheese. This is the whole point of this map, so we're making cheese. So I'm overthinking things. Let's just leave it like that for a minute. And we'll need to bring the lorry up here so that we can move those pallets, because we've got to do that properly. And... I'm going to drive you back on round over to here. I don't have anything else that I need to do with this one for a minute. So I'll bring you back this way. And I will park you back where you belong over here. So there's our milk tanker, and I really love this one. I think this is fantastic. You in here for feeding the cows. That one is for play. This one... was busy working. We're not using it anymore. I've got the lorry that we use for just about everything. We've got the combine, that's very important. I've got a second lorry over here, which is for helping out in the fields for the combine and stuff. That's going to save me having to constantly chop and change between the two. I've got a car over here, the Lizard Road Rage. Now, I think actually, this one I'm going to sell. I've been going through our machinery. Like, we've got a lot of machinery, and we want to have stuff to keep. Now, I've got the motorbike over there that we can use for playing, but I don't think we need to keep everything for playing. So we'll... That was a bit lackluster, but I haven't really got enough room to get to the ramp anymore, have I? That's another issue that I'm having. So I've got to take that into account as well. Okay. Maybe not do things quite like that. We need to just like take it a little bit more sensible. These cars, look how fast those cars go. I mean, seriously, he's going faster. I'm doing 80k. I'm only just catching up to him now at 80k. That's slightly ludicrous, and didn't quite make that turn. That's all right. That's all right. We're doing fine. Got complete faith in my ability to mess this up again somehow, and I'm going to come on round there and. Over we go, but we're safe. We don't have any more ditches we got to get across, so we're okay at the moment. We just wanted to bring this one back to the dealership, and we wanted to sell it. So I'm going to bring you in around here, and that will allow me to pick up the new truck. See how it works? Fantastic. Right, bring you over to there. I do like this car, I really do. I think it's a fantastic little beastie, but it is time to say fare thee well to the car. So we'll do the repaint, 868. Does actually turn it into a profit, that's good. And then we will sell. Okay, right, car is gone, and I now have 91,500 euros, plus I've also got our new lorry, right here. There we go, Nordfriesland. I don't know, I'm probably, North Friesland? Friesland? No idea. I'm probably not pronouncing that even remotely similar to how it should be pronounced. So whoever is from there, whoever knows how it should be, terribly sorry for butchering the language. I'm English. It's what we do best. We take other people's languages and we mangle them into some horrific remnant of what they used to be, and then proudly just sort of splurt it all out for everybody to hear. And we have this great big sort of look of pride on our faces because we've managed to make these strange sounds, and everybody is just kind of shuffling uncomfortably towards the exit. Like, yeah, I don't want to tell him that he's really, 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 really doing that wrong. But at the same time, I also don't want to listen to it anymore because, quite frankly, it's painful. So, anyway, is that just me? Maybe it's just me. It could just be me. I'm going to pop these onto here like this, and then I'm going to... Actually, I think we don't need to go past the hour to let them pop out onto here. So I got 6,000 litres of butter at the moment. I don't actually want any more butter than that. 6,000 litres is enough because the bakery over here only holds 6,000 litres. So if I bring you down this way, and I sit that over the top, that should take the full 6,000. There we go. Move the straps, and then if we go and have a look in the dairy, in the bakery, rather. Butter, 7,000 litres. Milk, 7,000 litres. I need a few eggs over here. We'll go and get some of those. And then, well, actually, to make bread, I just need flour. Flour into bread. Nice and easy. And we can have 65,000 litres of flour in there. Sugar, on the other hand, and eggs and strawberries, we don't... Well, sugar we don't have, and strawberries we can have if we go and get a greenhouse. It's the sugar that we don't have, and we'll need to make that, because I want to make it myself. The only thing that I'm not so worried about is the raisins for the muesli factory over here. We'll buy those in. But for now, we'll leave this here. So you are going to stay here, working... So you're ready to do stuff there. Yeah, well, I've got you. So I don't think there's anything else that we want to actually sell at the moment. So there's no other ways of generating a quick bit of cash. I've got still one. We'll have a look at that one a bit later. The eggs over here are now spawning wonderfully. 7,000 litres per pallet, which is fantastic. That means that we're going to be able to get a whole load more eggs in the space that we've got. And I got 21,000 chickens here. This is getting slightly out of hand. More than a little bit out of hand. Actually, I want to get rid of that trailer. That one right there. All right, I get 16,600 for that one. If I set it there without taking it to the shop. That one can go. Don't think there's anything else that we want to sell at the moment. Just before we skip the night, I'm going to gather up the pallets we've got here, so we've got a whole load more room at the chickens. So I'm just going to start that one gathering. And then I can run up through here, take all of these, like that, and that gives me 35,000 litres. The problem I've got is trying to turn this monster around. I need to do that. I knew this was going to be an issue for me right from the start. Let's just do that, shall we? Sorry, chickens! You'll be fine. I've got complete faith in your ability to be crushed mercilessly by my driving. Let's turn that one off. And actually, as I've got eggs on board at the moment, let's just whiz this one over to our bakery. And we'll drop off the 7,000 litres of eggs that we need. The other eggs we're going to have to sell. There's a vehicle in the way. You know what I can do, actually? If I just do that, those eggs can stay there, and then that little truck there can shunt them over as and when we need them, and then we don't need to worry about it. And these eggs over here, these are the ones that we're going to be selling when the price is right. And I believe the price is right for these in well, not yet. I think it's November is the best time to sell eggs. And yes, I am absolutely keeping the eggs for a whole year in order to get the best price. Because why not? I mean, I could do it now soon. I mean, I'm getting 1,268 at the container sale right now, which is a lot of money for eggs. But we can go up to about 1,400 if we wait until November. So I'm going to hold on and then make an absolute fortune. The future pallets of eggs will take up a lot less space. At least that's what I'm hoping. Now, what I haven't done in a little while is actually go home to bed. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to our house. We're not just going to squat down in the middle of the yard and go to sleep like a tramp, like a savage. We're going to be sophisticated, and we're going to go home, and we're going to do things the sensible way, like those people who are fortunate enough to have vast quantities of money. So what we do is we come home, and then we ask our bartender to fix us up a drink, because it's been a hard day in the office, so we have a drink or two there, and then 7 hours later, we go in here, and we have our butler help us along, and we forgot to eat because we were too busy talking to the bartender, and we have our butler help us up the marble stairs. Everything's marble in this house. I gotta be honest, I'm not a fan of marble. I don't want marble everything. And then we get to the bed, and here's where we sleep. Right. Oh, by the way, someone did tell me who the person that painted that picture was, and I think that picture as well. I can't remember offhand, but they did say in the comments on the video when I first put this one up. But that was Van Gogh, and that was Jackson Pollock over there. So I did at least get some of them right, but I didn't get the other one right. I got that one wrong, but I did have someone tell me who it was, which was really cool, by the way. It was really awesome. Right, it is bright and early. It is breakfast time, so we're going to have our cook us up something good, and also coffee. We need coffee. We have to have coffee. You can't start the day without coffee. It's just wrong. So now that we've done that, let's go and have a look and see what we've got to do today. We've got oats to harvest, wheat to harvest. That's it. Right, I got 2 fields of oats and a field of wheat that is ready to cut. I've also got straw to pick up in the barley field, and no doubt there's going to be a few other things that we need to do as well. So I'm just going to get the eggs that I put down there and put some of them in here just for a minute, because why not? So let me go up there and load that lot up on there, and then back up this way. I'm going to do this like 1 pallet at a time. So I want to just move up slowly. Okay, I think that 1 pallet that I'm using up is the big pallet. Or one of the big pallets. Because there was a few. Oh, maybe not. Job to tell. Back up a bit more, and onto a 3rd pallet. Right. That makes 5,000 litres of eggs going in there. Oh, no, now we stop. That's because it was bigger pallets. Okay, so that's fine. And then I can bring you out here, and do you think I need to be facing the other way around? Because it automatically drops onto the right-hand side. You can change it. You just press U, and it changes where you drop them. So if I press U, it changes it highlights where it's going to dump them. Then I can go back there, behind, and you can alter it around as well. You can change where you do it. You just press the key to select what you want to do, and it does that really, really well. Down over this way, I've got 2 pallets have now spawned from here. This is what is making on... Nope, I don't want that one. I want this one. We've got 2 pallets that have spawned here from the butter. So that one is set on distributing. So it's just going to hold on to the cheese for the minute. The other one is spawning them out, and yeah, it's because this is a mod and not a base game one, it's still doing them in 1,000 litre pallets instead of bigger. But we don't have much of a spawn area, so I'm thinking that maybe I'll play around with that. This one over here, I suspect, is exactly the same. It'll be 1,000 litre pallets, yes. Because it's not a base game mod. The pallet thing only affects base game mods. And I'm not even sure if it does the outputs to the factories. I'm not sure about that. I'd have to have a look. So if I was to get a base game grain mill instead of that one, then maybe we could do... Ooh, maybe I should do that. Because then we could have, like, the 5,000 litre ones. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I like this one. This one's got the 4 different types of flour. What have I got? I got 28,000 in here. The only way to get that... Yeah, there's no way to retrieve that. I have to add... we can just add a new one in. I'm not going to lie, it is a little bit disappointing that I'm not able to have other options with the... like, I'm not able to use mods on this. Like, it's not changing the palettes for mods to the different ones. But that's how it is. Like, it's a little bit disappointing, but it's the kind of thing that actually I can live with. I can cope with this. I don't mind it too much. So I'm going to bring that one back. I'm going to stagger it slightly, and I'm going to drop that one in there. So I've got a new bakery in there. That's 50 grand that I've just gone and spent, which will be able to replace that one. So I'm hoping we'll do a test on here with just some flour, and we'll see if it does actually make 5,000 litre pallets of bread coming out. Because if it does, that would be fantastic. That would be a really good rate to change over. We've got the base game cereal factory already. And then we want... There's the grain mill right there. There's a couple of other ones in here. These are all base game ones. So I've got a dairy there instead of a bakery. So I could put a dairy in here as well, actually. Rather than using this dairy that I've got over in the corner... Right, let's not do that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So I've got that one there. We can test that one. If that one does produce how I'd like it to produce, then excellent. Then that's what we will do. So let's load this one up. I mean, to be honest, the main thing is not these factories that we've got over here. The main thing that I'm wanting to do is to be able to get 5,000 litres of... not necessarily the intermediate products that we've got right here, but more the end products. So, like the bread's coming out, if that's in 5,000 litre pallets, that would be great. But definitely the eggs and the honey in bigger pallets, that is really, really going to be beneficial to us. It's going to just help speed things up a whole lot more than it does at the moment. So, anyway, I've dumped that flour in there. That's now in, and if I go... Nope, wrong button again. Here, so now I've got another one. There's a new bakery in there, and I've got 9,000 litres of flour has just gone into it. I don't have anything else, so this one we might just use for bread, and the other one we use for cake. Because, like the flour, we can put a whole lot more in, and then I've got two separate ones for two different products, which actually might be good. So we'll run that one right there, leave that one running, and you can drive over here and park up. I'll leave you there for a second. And next, I want to go over to... I just want to see what the chicken's doing. We've got to also make sure... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.